Well, good evening. It is Sunday, May 22nd. It's about 5:30. It seems a little darker than it is. I'll be honest, I was waiting for the clouds to move in a little bit. We got thunderstorms marching slowly toward us from the west, which is about that way, and severe thunderstorm watch in effect, but it's been hot. It's been hot yesterday and today, so I've been kind of hiding out with the fans, and it just with the clouds dropped down to about 85, so I'll take it. I want to come out and do a short update around the yard. As you can see, the little flower bells are opening up on the Solomon seal. I've seen some bumblebees in there today, and look at this, these tulips are still up here. You see how much taller they continue to grow above St. Francis there. The stargazer lilies are getting nice and tall. Dee found some more daffodils on the side of the road, so we're going to plant those and put those in the garden. Dee was taking a look at the bed, and the reason why this hydrangea is a little slower and not doing so well is some of the damage when I was pushing snow this winter. Just kind of pushed underneath it. And these tulips here, they're still all up. Oh, there's a third one in there. I didn't realize that, but they look redder on my screen on the phone, but they're actually a nice purple. That hydrangea's doing good. Look how big. This one's always big, I think, because it's got more edge over here and it keeps creeping toward the sun. I hope that's coming out good on video, but the lilac is having a very good year this year. It smells wonderful. We saw a monarch butterfly on it earlier today. There we go. There's some color. You'll probably make out there's still some blossoms on this cherry tree, but they've been, with the wind fluttering down all day today. I'm going to try to cut in some video later that I took with it falling, kind of like snow. Solomon seal flowers. That's a nice little shrub over here. Just this wild violet type of stuff. He's a pretty teddy. He's going up on the edge of where I started mowing yesterday. I didn't want to do the entire yard. We're participating in the No Mow May, which basically you try to leave some of your lawn unmowed, so all your different pollinators have all different types of wild stuff to get into. But and plus I still have to be careful. I have this line here for the fiber cable. Still waiting for them to come and bury that. Hosta over there slowed down a little bit. This is the other thing I was being very careful about, is these are all clumps of daisies, and they're just all around in the yard, and it's worth being careful. Like over here we have a little patch here, a patch here, a couple of big patches over there, and they're kind of interspersed all around. So until they're up, I have to be very careful with the first mowing. And the peach tree has just a few blossoms on it, all on this side closest to me. The branches on the other side don't even have any buds or whatsoever. Again, I'm not surprised. I know this is dying. This is kind of the side growing that's a little bit further away from the damage that the trunk had taken years ago. The mulberry's coming in nice, getting in little tiny bits and buds there for the fruits. Looks like it's going to be a great year for that. Over here we kind of let this go. This is a lot more wild stuff. A lot of nice flowers on this dogwood here. We also have mixed in here, Black-Eyed Susan has been spreading year after year, so that's another reason why I kind of avoid mowing there. Slowly cleaning out the beds. I cleaned all the stalks from the sunflowers. Here's our beach plum. I did some pruning so I could get underneath it, because the low branches were pretty much dead anyway, and they're trapping brush, and it makes it harder when you're going by mowing too to get underneath. But look at these beautiful flowers. By the next video, they'll all be gone. unfortunately. So you got more daisies starting here, and this patch over here. Usually this whole kind of area I leave wild. Between the daisies and what else grows in there? Clover, red clover. So over in here is Dizzy Gillespie. This is a Cecropia moth. I know it's out of cocoon, but we had put him in a little safety thing for moths and caterpillars and butterflies. And all winter we kept him safe, and we figured it's getting to be close for him to emerge as long as he's viable. And so we wanted to put him out here where we can get more sun and just be in a more natural environment when he comes out. This is where I have a video on the channel last year where just down underneath here there was, can't see it now, but it was down, oh here it is. It's still on there from last year, but that's where that beautiful one emerged. So if we had luck that time, we'll do some more. We realized that hydrangea back there is not going to make it, but Dee picked up another one here in Annabelle. So we're going to let that get established, but we didn't realize we were reading afterwards that it can get at least 5 feet wide. So that's not going to work here because it's a relatively low shrub. So it'll kind of block out everything. So we'll let it get established and then we'll transplant that. You can go, Teddy. You go. So you see, it's stuff like this. You leave it in the lawn and you just let everything grow. As long as we have some, pathways to get around the yard so we can walk around and not worry about ticks and it just getting totally out of control, we'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to do the lily garden. But yeah, these tulips, they're curling up, but the petals are still on. We had some heavy rain the other day. Leaves all coming in nice here. We did mow back here yesterday. That's why this looks pretty good. Right, Mr. Ginner? Again, more of these wild violets. We didn't plan on it. They just like it here, and they spread all on their own. This was supposed to be a planting box for, whatever. And we just kind of let it go because they're just so happy and thick. But these beds are doing great. Look at that. All the bee balm coming up now. Spreading like crazy. Even back there. Wait, we even already have a flower starting on here. So we have some May pinks mixed in with our lights. Some impatiens back here. This is going to be a nice garden over here. And oh, Dee did plant her rose bush back here too. And that too we're going to have to transplant after it gets strong and secure, because it grows like 8 feet and can wrap like a trellis. It may not be the best area for back here. We kind of like being able to see what's going on with the donkeys from the kitchen. Some tassels on the moose maple. A little bit more cleaning up back here. Gonna have to start planning my route now that we have so much going on. So, where did you go? I did see a head on this one. But this one certainly, this peony. And we saw some ants on it. Ants chew away like there's a waxy coating on the flower. And if it doesn't get ants, then it can't flower. But the clematis here is doing pretty good. Lots of buds. But you see, every year we run into this. This side here, it grows. It's got flower heads on it. It's okay. But look at how thick this one is. So I think the key is it's either just a little more shade, just a little bit, even though it likes full sun, or I also suspect maybe it just gets a little bit of dew drippage in the morning off the roof, so it gets just a little more moisture. Just some geraniums we put into a bigger pot. Now the May pinks are all flowering, and we're hoping they're going to spread some more. And that, I believe, is the purple dragon that Dee planted. Keeping the birds happy with the other fountain. This time of year we've been having to clean the fountains out multiple times during the week, just from all the little stuff coming off the trees and clogging up the filters. But the nasturtium is looking really good. And over here, it's all coming back. It's all coming back from last year. It managed to survive in the pot. So over here, this May pink looks really happy. And this is the elephant ear hosta. So there's that one. And then this one. Just starting to open up now. This one is like the latest one. Here's the grotto this time of day. I'm also going to cut in some pictures up in the woods up there. It gets a good amount of morning sun, but there are lady slippers that are growing. We've had them up the driveway, and then we just started noticing that they found their way down below. So yeah, this is Dizzy's house for the winter. So he's been spinning around all winter, bouncing around. Alright, quick look at the lily garden and I'll let you guys go. And of course the sun's coming out. Just in time for back to work on Monday. We're going back into normal temperatures, just about a high around 70. You know, where you can actually breathe and enjoy. What you got there, Teddy? Anything? So super full. What I can say is that this guy right in here is that big lily that you see from last year. Looks like, uh-oh. I think, are those ladybugs or are those other? Nope, those are those red ones. These, I think, kill this plant. I think, if I remember what our neighbor was telling me. Yeah, so, flower bits there. And here's the other peony. And if you see, right in there, all the little ants on there. Come on, focus. But, yeah, so they're chewing off that covering. So those will be some nice flowers. And that's pretty much it. This vine here, of course I'm going to forget the name of, wisteria. I've been looking for new growth. I haven't seen it. Okay, Teddy, what do you say? I think we're done. This side is flowering. We did have some smaller flowers on this side, but there are multiple stems in there too, so I think they're just going at different times. All right. Well, I'm keeping an eye on those clouds like that. And of course, it's getting darker down that way. So about an hour or so, we'll see if we get this strong storms. But hope you're having a good Sunday. And I hope you're staying cool and that you can enjoy the week. Thanks.